Yo, family, peace, peace. Thank you for joining me, man. This is the host, King Arthur. Welcome to Agree to Disagree TV, family. Very excited today to have my first guest. This is episode number 1 on the Agree to Disagree TV podcast. On this podcast, family, we're going to be discussing a wide variety of topics, um, but health and wellness is the foundation. Everything we talk about is centered around our health and our wellness. Our mission is to get people to live a healthy lifestyle, to fruit up, get off of the standard American diet. So that's always going to be the foundation. But we will talk about any and everything. And today, I have a very, very, very special guest. He's an everyday hero. He goes by the name of Cameron Windham. And I will bring him on so he can introduce himself, family. Cameron,
King
how you
Arthur.
doing today, brother?
What's going on, my brother? Happy to be here, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm happy to have you, man. You my first guest on the show, so we're gonna start this thing off right, man.
Let's
Tell the people
go.
where you from, man. Where you born and raised?
For sure, for sure. So I'm originally from Washington, D.C. I grew up in a neighborhood called Crestwood in Northwest Washington, D.C. Pretty nice neighborhood. So yeah, lived there. I mean, my whole childhood, and eventually went to college, undergrad up in Massachusetts, a small school called Amherst College in Western Massachusetts. And so, was there for 4 years and graduated, moved back to DC, lived there for about 4 years where I was just working, and then came down to New Orleans for law school. Went to Tulane University, and so I've been in New Orleans since. Or I live in Metairie now, which is right outside, but I've been in the area since 2018, fall of 2018. So yeah,
Man, that's good. So you're down in New Orleans. How I'm a sports guy as well, so I know it's crazy when they about the Saints down there. I'm sure, right?
that's a sore subject, Arthur. That's a sore subject.
So are you a Saints fan? That's the question.
I try to be. I mean, like it's hard not to be because I mean the football culture down here is so strong.
Okay.
Saints and LSU. We got LSU too.
Okay.
So
Well, yeah, man.
I've been more of an LSU fan lately, but even that is tough. It's tough being in the SEC for college football for sure.
Yeah, I hate to rub it in to my New Orleans, man, but my Broncos went down there and smacked y'all up. So we ain't gonna talk about that, man. We gonna leave that alone.
Please.
So man, I got a question for you, man. So what inspired you to adopt the Fruitarian lifestyle, and how has it impacted your mental clarity and performance as a lawyer? Because I did hear you mention that you went to New Orleans to study law. So tell us a little bit about that.
For sure. Yeah, man. So I really started taking my health seriously while I was in law school, particularly like what I eat, and just how I take care of myself, exercise. Because law school was like incredibly difficult for me. I really struggled in law school. Like I said, I went to Tulane, which is like a pretty respectable law school down here, and I really didn't know how to study. Like I really didn't have those study skills. In undergrad, I was an English major, so it was all like writing papers, like turning in papers, which I could crank out a paper pretty easy. But test taking was never like one of my strong suits. So I mean, the way law school is set up, like in case y'all don't know, it's like you you basically you have one final exam at the end of each semester for each course, and like that's your grade. And it's blind grading, so the teacher doesn't know whose test they're grading, and it's always graded on a curve. So like if you participate a lot and show effort, like you're not gonna get any brownie points because the teacher doesn't know what test they're grading. So usually I could get by with that, like I could act like I'm trying hard and, ask to meet with the teacher and try to smooth the professor a little bit, but doesn't fly in law school. So, you really have to like not only know the material, but really be able to relay your understanding of the material in a 3 hour timed exam that's designed to really be a time crunch. Like you're going to be running out of time. Everybody's going to be running out of time. So that was super difficult for me. Like I said, I didn't know how to study, and even subjects that I felt like I had an understanding of, just wasn't doing well in the exams, and I actually failed out after my first year. Like you have to have a certain GPA at the end of your first year, and I didn't meet that requirement. So I actually had to go through this reapplication process where I had to take like a bunch of summer courses, do like an internship program, and like I had to meet with all my professors and go over my exams, and I had to write an essay, like basically pleading my case for why they should let me back into school. So I did all that, that summer after school. Like I just busted my ass, and I had to get do well in those summer courses and the internship and write like a really good essay. And fortunately, by the grace of God, man, they let me back into school. So I was basically on academic probation the whole time I was there until my last semester of law school. I was on academic probation. So, I mean, in law school, I didn't do nothing but study and work out. Like I was really like locked in because I had to be. So,
Right, right.
um,
Well,
you know,
yeah, man, brother, don't feel bad, man. That's just a testament of your discipline. That's how I look at it, man. You was able to persevere, get back focused, lock back in, and just you did what you had to do, man. So I'm proud of you for that, brother.
for sure.
So moving forward, so you started off, you struggled, you dropped out, you had to reapply. So now that you went through that experience, so talk about where you're at now at this point in your journey, and how has adopting the lifestyle in terms of being a fruitarian, how has that took you to the next level? And how long have you at this point, how long have you been practicing law?
For sure, for sure. Yeah, so I've been like a barred attorney for a little bit over 2 years now.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically, I mean, it was kind of a gradual transition. Like I started noticing how like certain foods made me feel, and like just affected my ability to concentrate. And so I dropped dairy like while I was in school, and stopped eating a lot of like processed foods. You there?
Yes, I'm with you, brother.
Oh gosh, okay, I just see myself on the screen, my bad.
You
Yeah,
the, you
so
the star. You the
yeah,
star.
okay, got you. Yeah, so like once I graduated from school, that's when I like had to start studying for the bar, which is also like another hurdle I had to get over. That was also really difficult for me. I just ended up taking the bar 3 times, but I knew there was something that I needed to change in order to just have the mental stamina to just power through that amount of studying and that level of focus. So I actually went vegan like right after I graduated from law school, like June of 2021. And before that, I had kind of like weaned off of the meat. Like I quit pork first, then quit red meat, and I quit dairy like well before that, and just noticed the difference in just like um, my cognition, my cognitive abilities, and my energy levels. And so, but when I went vegan, I had been inspired to go vegan just because I had come across people in my life that had done it with tremendous results. Like I had a roommate who I was living with in DC that was vegan, and I actually dated somebody who was vegan, and so I was willing to try anything at this point just to kind of give me a little bit of an edge. So went vegan that summer, right after I graduated, while I was studying for the bar the first time, and immediately like felt a huge shift just in my clarity. I felt a lot lighter, which I really liked, and I was sleeping better, and my energy levels were just a lot higher, and I was just more high vibe and a little bit more positive. So I kind of just kept on that vegan track, and was gradually like learning more and more about it. As I went, started consuming more like YouTube videos and, reading information just about the lifestyle, and started to really get in the lifestyle, and started to notice like, even like within like the plant-based foods, how the raw foods just made me feel a lot better. I ended up failing the bar the first time I took it, but I was still like working at a law firm as a law clerk, so I was doing a lot of legal work, and working at a law firm is a pretty high stress environment, so I was pretty sensitive to sort of my ability to manage that stress. And like I said, like the raw foods, I would just feel a lot better and a lot more energized. Like I started to gravitate towards like salads for lunch during the day rather than like starchy heavier meals. And through just consuming more content on veganism and the plant-based lifestyle, I just stumbled upon fruitarianism through I came across a video. I think it was Jillian Berry's channel. She had an interview with a fruitarian. Her name was on the internet, she goes by Raw Coconut Girl. And I watched this video, and just a lot of things that she was saying was really resonated with me. And this was somebody who had basically been sick her whole life, like chronically ill her whole life, and had totally transformed her life through a fruitarian lifestyle. And I think at the time, like she was like 38 years old, and she looked like she was 18. Like I couldn't believe it. And I was like, man, like she's clearly doing something right, like something that's like a step above just the regular vegan, traditional vegan track. So and then through that interview, I mean, that brought me to more videos on Jillian Berry's page, where I just started to consume more content on the raw lifestyle, the fruitarian lifestyle. And that's how I found Bobby. Actually, I think Bobby's done like probably like 4 interviews with Jillian, and all of those are like just so much gems in that information. And I really resonated with how the fruitarians particularly had they were like in tune with their spirituality and like on a different level, it seemed like. And they just looked so like free and happy and energetic. So I immediately, as soon as I found that was about, I'd say almost a year after I'd been a vegan, I started consuming like a high fruit diet. And that, I mean, I experienced results right away. And apart from like just mental clarity, mental focus, energy, I had like some skin issues that, I wanted to address. And the fruit was just, clearing up my skin. And, sleep was a lot better. Inflammation was just way down. I like to work out a lot. So like my ability to recover was just improving tremendously. So like around, I'd say November of 2022, I started consuming like a mostly fruit diet, and lost a lot of weight. But
how much did you weigh before? You said you lost a lot of weight in
Yeah,
September of this year.
that was September of 2022 when I started doing the high fruits. So I used to be a lot bigger. Like I actually played baseball in college. So in college, I was up to like 210. And then like shortly afterwards, my weight, I lost a little bit of that muscle mass. So I was kind of like hovering around 200, 205. Once I went vegan, I was more like 190, 195.
Okay.
And when I when I started going into the fruit diet, I went down to like 180 pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was hovering at 180 until I did like the spring after I started doing all fruit, April of, I guess that was 2023. I did like a 72-day juice fast, like where I was just consuming just pretty much straight up fruit juice. And that's when I lost like probably another 10 pounds. Like I went down to kind of like, since then I've sort of been hovering between 170 and 175. So right now
Oh,
I'm about 170. Yeah.
okay. And how tall are you?
6'3".
Man, okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah. So what's your do you know your BMI?
No idea.
Or do you know what it's supposed to be? I should ask.
No idea. I want
So
to
you
do that.
said 6'3". This is just me guessing. Uh I would say you're right there. You said you're 170 right now?
About 169, 170 right now.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say about between 170 180 is probably your BMI.
Okay.
So by the way, shout out to the good brother Bobby Smith, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a pillar in the community, and
Man.
yeah, we
Man.
we look
This
up to him.
community is,
So
yeah. This community has been unbelievable. It's there's a lot of fruitarians out there nowadays, or well, not a lot, but I mean there's quite a few on social media. But yeah, Bobby, I just resonated with him the most, just because he was just so real. And I mean, he was coming from himself like a huge transformation where he lost a ton of weight. And I just liked just sort of how like light and fun his approach is to fruiting up.
yeah, man,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's just
And for
really
the
encouraging and gets everybody involved. So yeah,
yeah,
I'm loving this community. It's how I was able to connect with you and the amazing people we got in the boot camp. So yeah, man, shout out to Bobby for sure.
yeah, we got a good thing going, brother. And for those that don't know, our brother Bobby Smith, he's the watermelon guy. He was on Facebook talking about watermelon, and he went 110 days, if I'm not mistaken, on
Yeah,
all watermelon. So that's how he
yeah,
became known in the community, and he's been killing it ever since, man. And whoever's watching, go to Fruit Up with Bobby Smith on his Facebook and join the
yeah,
community and be a part of the energy. So yeah, man, shout out to Bobby, man. So
for sure.
man, that's an incredible story, man. And what I like is that you're so young, man. That's what really um drew me to your energy, man. Just you being a young brother, 32 years old, man, out here holding it down, passing the bar, man. That's a big deal, man. That's a big
Yeah,
deal. So
yeah, yeah,
be
yeah.
be
Took a
proud of
couple
yourself,
tries,
brother.
but yeah, I was.
Hey, it
I,
don't matter. It
yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah,
matter. It ain't
yeah.
like it ain't like it took you. It ain't like you was trying to get a driver's license. So no
That's
disrespect to that, but that's a big deal, man. So
that's probably my proudest
don't short
accomplishment
yourself.
for sure. Yeah,
So
for sure.
so let's get into this. How often do you eat? And I'm glad, like I said again, man, I'm glad this is coming from the younger generation. So I want you guys out there to look, man. This is a 32-year-old man that's on a health and wellness journey. So this is something that's not just about getting old and being sick, man. You need to take care of your health as soon as possible. And most of us didn't have that opportunity because we were fed the standard American diet. So take note of that. And yeah, so how often are you do you eat? Because a lot of people are doing one meal a day, or maybe two meals a day. How often do you eat?
So lately, I've really been challenging myself since I've been, part of the boot camp with, you and Bobby, and learning more and more about fruitarianism, and committing to it really for the first time. Like on for real, where I'm really not consuming much else. So I've been trying new things basically, and like recently, like I'm probably the lightest I've ever been, because we've been doing 23-hour fast where I'm eating basically one meal a day. Yesterday I ate twice within like a 6-hour window, but I've been really mono eating for the most part since joining this group beginning of October. So now we're like midway through November, so about 45 days in. So like this past, I'd say, week and a half or so, I've consumed nothing but pineapple. So I've had like one big pineapple meal, middle of the day around 12 o'clock, and that's pretty much been it. And it was difficult at first, like making that transition from eating fruits all day to intermittent fasting and narrowing that window of eating less and less. But I've been getting educated, by Bobby, and I also intend to do a little bit more reading about it, just the benefits of fasting, and really the benefits on your mind. And I've definitely noticed that right away, with energy levels, focus levels. My sleep has been just incredible. I never knew I could, go through life consuming this little amount of food, particularly fruits. But it's so energizing, and when you give your body a chance to really digest that food, and to the best of its capabilities, it's unbelievable, the type of energy uh, that we have. So yeah, recently I've been on one meal a day, just to answer your question, and I'm probably the lightest I've been, but energy levels have been really high. My mood has been very steady. I mean, it's a high stress job. I have, um, in a legal office, dealing with tons of cases at the same time, and sort of having to manage my time in an efficient way, and dedicating time to everybody. And I've been able to do that and able to stay cool and calm throughout my days. I've definitely noticed a difference with just my ability to articulate myself, like on the fly. I'm a little bit quicker on my feet, which is big for me, because I was never that guy. Like, I was never the public speaker type. I was always very quiet, and nervous about speaking in public, and just not a man of many words. And that's part of the appeal for me for pursuing a legal career, because growing up in Washington, D.C., I came in contact with a lot of lawyers, and I really admire their ability to articulate themselves and advocate for themselves as well as for others. And so it's one of the things that I wanted to, some of those skills I really wanted to develop. So, but yeah, the diet has played a huge part in my development, and will continue to, for sure.
Well, yeah, brother, and it definitely shows, man. You articulate yourself very well, man. You're
Appreciate
good
it.
on camera. So if that was an issue before, we wouldn't be able to tell, man. You're
Yeah,
well spoken, good looking young man,
appreciate it. Thank
boss, and you know what I'm saying. So again, man, I'm proud of you, brother. I'm glad to see young people going out there getting after it, man. It's inspiring, man. It really is. So I appreciate your time, man. We're gonna I got another question I want to ask you, man. So, what advice would you give someone that's looking to take control of their health while managing a high pressure job like yourself? Some high demand, high pressure. What advice would you give someone that's in that realm, or just period? To improve their day to day life.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, I would say definitely do your research, particularly when it comes to health, because there's so much information out there, and there's so many different directions you can go. Like, when you're scrolling YouTube, you have carnivores, vegans, raw vegans, fruitarians, all types of different ways of eating. And yeah, I would just do your research and try to find people who you align with and who you sort of want to be more like, who have sort of facets to them that you admire and that you aspire to acquire, and lean in on them and like really sort of studying, what is it they're doing, and trying it for yourself. For me, like I've tried everything. Like I've tried the high protein diet, the high meat diet, and I there were benefits that I experienced, but over time, particularly in areas like stress level, mood, energy levels, I definitely noticed the difference between the raw foods and all those other ways of eating. So yeah, like do your research, try things for yourself, and yeah, find people who you aspire to be more like.
Good, man. That's good advice right there, man. Any books you're into that might help the people?
Books, yeah, Dr. Morris's book is great. I think. Can we pause 1 sec?
Yeah, brother.
Okay, 1 sec.
All right, the brother be back, y'all. Sorry about the interruption, but hey, that's life, man. Things happen. You got to take care of what you got to take care of. So, again, family, thank you guys for joining. This is Agree to Disagree TV.
My bad. I'm back.
You guys can look me up, guys, on YouTube. Agree to Disagree TV, and I appreciate you guys for watching and supporting. And we got the good brother Cameron back. Let me get him back on screen here.
Sorry about that. Yeah, my
you're
boss
good, man.
leaving. Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, this is real life, man. There ain't no fluff over here, like our brother Bobby saying. So
right.
We was talking. I was asking about the books. What book recommendations?
Yeah, Dr. Morris's book is great. Like if you're interested in the fruitarian lifestyle and the just the way fruits are, the power of fruits and the capabilities that they have to heal us. There's this another book called The Great Cure that's also incredible. It kind of dives down that same lane in terms of fruitarianism, and specifically talks about the cleansing properties of grapes and just how they've cured everything, cancer, all different types of diseases, particularly when you're mono eating them, and really being disciplined about that. There's Arnold Ehret's book. I forget what it's called, but it's basically on the same similar thing, just the power.
I think you're talking about the muculus diet.
Muculus diet, yeah.
I knew what you was talking about as soon as you said his name.
Right, yeah, that's
great
one.
There's actually a brother named Professor Spear that did like remastered it basically.
So right, I think I read that one too.
Like a new edition. That's the one I actually have. So
okay,
yeah, man, those are all good reads, man. So man, this has been a wonderful conversation, man. I'm so glad you took the time, man, to join me. Definitely gonna have you back,
for sure,
so we can continue the conversation.
Yeah, and
anytime. We encourage all you guys out there to fruit up, to get healthy, man. Take your health serious. Don't wait until you get sick. Don't wait until something happens to start taking your health serious. I know it's easier said than done. We live in a world where, the standard American diet is really hard to shake. So just do the best you can, family, and incorporate more fruit. If you don't do nothing else, incorporate more fruit. And as you go along, it'll start getting easier and easier, and you will be on that road to healing your body. For sure. Any last words, man? You got the floor. Anything you want to say? Any social media plugs? Whatever it is that's on your mind, brother. Take us out.
Yeah, man. I just really appreciate you having me, man. And I'm excited to continue to follow your podcast, man. Very easy person to talk to. And yeah, man, I look forward to continuing to work with you, and continuing this health journey, learning more about it, and seeing each other progress. So yeah, man, it's been a pleasure.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up, man. Once again, I know I've said it 2 or 3 times already, man, but I'm super proud of you, man.
Appreciate
Keep
it, man.
doing your thing, man. And fruit up, family.
What up, baby?
Until
Yes,
next
sir.
time, y'all have a good one. Peace.
Peace.